Football is my life, like everything about it, every aspect. My mom passed away, she can watch my games from heaven. I found out I was an orphan by the age of 11 because my dad decided to be a journeyman in boxing. So it was like, all that stuff was irrelevant to me. It never mattered because I had football. It all started really freshman year when we were that team that was the underdog and we weren't supposed to be that good, but somehow we squeezed out a 5-4 record. Running back, freshman, sophomore year, put on the bench. Even when I was at practice, all I could think was, I'm where I'm supposed to be. And it was like, that's why I didn't care about warming the bench for the first 3 years. Because I just felt like no matter what, I was where I was supposed to be. I know I want to be a football player. So as long as I'm in shoulder pads and a helmet and I'm suited up, getting prepared, I'm doing what I want to be doing. So it was like that feeling right there could keep me calm. You know what I mean? It was my peace in life. It was everything at one point in time. Senior year, I didn't have anybody to take my position. It was my sole position. I was amped for college year, in all honesty. I knew this was my last shot to get a scholarship. I'm 23. I got injured 6 years ago. Craziest 6 years of my life. It's easily said, right?
I planted my foot to square up, and I kid you not, watching film is when I realized it. As soon as I planted my foot to square up, the receiver I was covering clipped me. Derek Garrett told me to get up. My first instinct was to jump up. When I couldn't get up, I got scared. I went to go speak and couldn't talk. My first thought was, oh my God, I'm dead. Like, there's no other thing I can think of right now other than I'm dead. I literally went to heaven, saw my mom, saw God. I can't move and I can't feel. I mean, paralyzed wasn't even a term in my head yet at that point in time. But there was a certain level of peace that I felt on the football field, like in that moment, that I've never felt before nor after. Fast forward to the hospital is when I finally heard I was paralyzed. And the doctors told me. I saw my aunt came in after they cut off all my uniform. My aunt came in and she looked and she had like this complete look of devastation on her face. And my aunt raised me. She's my mom's oldest sister. And looking at my aunt, I was like, no. I refuse for this to be the outcome of this situation. I can't take it. Because I went to Sacramento for about 2 months and I was living in a hospital. So I had a routine, day in, day out. So I had 2 therapy sessions a day, morning and afternoon. Rehab when I got home, a whole different story. I went to rehab 3 days a week after school. It was slower. It was getting softer. I got bored, literally, for 2 years. And near my second year, my PT actually fired me.
Depression kicked in. It was just like, how do I get there? Was really the question. You know what I mean? Because obviously I couldn't get myself there. I tried. It wasn't working the way I thought it would work. So I'm like, how do I get myself there? Then that's when I bumped into Dom.
A week or 2 later, Dom hits me up like, ready to work out? And I remember just looking at my phone thinking to myself like, am I ready?
I'm running now. May not be full-fledged blown sprint yet, but I'm getting there.
It's crazy because the core's the key to it all. So I realized the stronger the core gets, the better my balance gets. which contributes to the legs. I believe that when it comes to football, that's rule number one. That is the cardinal rule. Head on a swivel. You have to be accountable for all 21 other players on a football field. Really, it's all 22, but you have to be accountable for yourself as well. Play all out, because it's football. There's people throwing their bodies around. You don't know who's going to hit you. You don't know where a hit's coming from. You don't know what hit can cause an injury. So you have to play all out, because if you don't, risk of an injury, it heightens. Play every play as if it's your lives. Honestly. You can't play the game anticipating an injury. You can't play the game anticipating you might get hurt. If you're coming back from an injury, have faith that God will restore you. I know so many of us feel like getting injured or getting stripped from our sport, it's a door closing on us. But a lot of time, it's not what it is. It's a door opening to something else. God may not have wanted you to go there, so go there. So I say, have faith and let your faith lead you.